What's up? I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you're in the mood for some high fantasy, and some time travel, because that's what I've got for you today. Now, this one, I will go ahead and warn you that some folks are going to love it and be excited for the representation, and other folks are going to be ticked and clutching their pearls. So, yeah, do with that what you will. Because today, what I've got for you is the sequel to Furyborn. One of these days I'll learn how to talk. That I told y'all about last year. And now I've just finished Kingsbane by Claire Legrand. And I totally have to get my hands on Lightbringer now, which is the conclusion of the series. It is freaking amazing, and that cover is red for a reason, because the Kingsbane is the Blood Queen, who started off as the Sun Queen in Furyborn, and we knew she was going to turn evil considering one of the scenes that we saw, and it introduced some of the characters that are in this book, but we didn't know how, that she went from this, loving, everybody thinks she's the best thing ever, magical, save us from the angels, to she's gonna kill us all, she's evil. And now we haven't seen the, full chronological of she went from here to here, but we can definitely see how she ends up there, especially with the way that ends of, oh yeah, that scene is coming back. And the reasons that this is going to tick off a lot of people, though some of it is easy to miss, is the only times we get, descriptions of people other than, their hair or their eyes or their expression is the first time we're introduced to a character. But there is some, interracial relationships going on, and we have a lot of royalty that it's two kings or two queens. So, yeah, that's gonna tick off some people. But whatever, it is what it is. You're either happy for it, you don't care one way or the other, or you're pissed. So, take it or leave it now, and I will see you in the next review, maybe. But this one, it was freaking amazing. We have multiple storylines. We have Raelle, who started off, she was the Sun Queen, and the power is starting to go to her head, and she's getting a little full of herself. And the thing with the Sun Queen is she has to basically protect people from evil. Namely, the thing that really drew me to this, that's freaking awesome, is that the bad guys are angels. Yeah, the angels got all jealous that humanity showed up on the world and started breeding like rabbits when the world was supposed to be theirs. Stupid humans. And started a centuries-long war trying to wipe us out. And then, they failed. They got locked behind the gate and are still pissed off and trying to get out and wipe off humanity so they can have the world back again. And as the book goes along, we find out why they're so pissed to be, stuck behind the gate, because that's freaking messed up what actually happened. It was supposed to be a truce, basically, and it was a betrayal. You will find out exactly how much of one if you read this book, which it took me about 2.5 weeks almost, because it's a little over 600 pages. It's a chunkster of a book. But we also have, and that happened olden times. The Angel War is over in Raelle's time, but there's still magic because it was recent-ish. And then we have Eliana's time, where that's Raelle and the kings, prince turned king, Audric's daughter, who has been sent well into the future with Simon, who is basically leading the revolution, because now Corian, the head angel, has found a way to escape, even in Raelle's time, and is kind of toying with her and come to my side. I'll love you. I'll let you be all powerful and evil. No, I have to be good, so I can't use this power, or I want them to love me, so I have to be nice. You got the power, you control the world, do what you want, and the more you use your power, the more I love it. And ultimate power corrupts ultimately, and she's basically got the ultimate freaking power, especially considering she's not an angel. She's just human. But yeah, you can see the little stuff of, it's not just the power, it's also your ego that is slowly corrupting you and turning you from Sun Queen to the Blood Queen of the prophecy. So we've got that, and apparently Corian is still around and has made himself the Emperor with his guards in Eliana's time, and she was working for him to basically, like, she became an assassin to protect her family and get them favor so that they wouldn't be killed. But there's also a revolution going on trying to slowly, like, figure out a way to wipe him out and get rid of his little mind-controlled, soldiers and everything else. And that's where Simon comes in. He's kind of leading the revolution, basically. Everyone looks to him. And this part that kind of creeps me out is because we can see it coming, but he's the one, he can travel through time. He brought her, with him. That was pretty much, Rael's last wish is save my daughter, get her the heck away from here, away from this angel. And so he takes her and travels to some other time when hopefully all this isn't happening anymore. And so she's a newborn baby. He's like 9 or 12 or something like that. He's much older than her. But you can see that romance is going to happen. And by the end of the book, like, yeah, it gets a little explicitly spassy for a few chapters. Which, considering, like, it's a 600-page book, that's like a drop in the bucket, which, personally, that's what I prefer. I know there's a growing trend of the more orgies and details, the better. I read a book for the plot, not lessons on how to, without hopefully my parents finding out that I'm reading a book to teach me how to have fun behind closed doors. I like it more of as an accent, and that's what it is in this story, but it is definitely there. It is definitely a little frisky at the end. And she's, 18 to his much not 18. And so we've got both of these storylines going on as Rael starts getting more and more evil, and Eliana's trying to come into her power because they all think that she's the Sun Queen, and she showed some promise, but she's severely struggling with it, and her little brother is, starts off like worshiping her to pissed off at her to loving her, and there is a lot of magic and politics and, relationships and all kinds of stuff going on, and every time you think something's gonna happen or this is gonna be resolved, somebody comes along and messes with it. And of course, we've got a couple angels that are, good to balance out the evil. And they're the ones that kind of give us the clue on, this is why this is still going on and how it all started to begin with. But somehow we're on human side anyway. So this is nice and deep, and that the twists at the end, it'll tick you off, but you will freaking love it too. So, oh my god, if you want deep fantasy, if you're all for, just the relationships, a little spice, getting to see something other than, the cliche regular royalty. Oh, it is freaking fun. So hopefully you will enjoy it, and I will see you soon. Bye. Happy reading.